Hi, everybody. Hope everyone's doing well. Having a good early start to the Thanksgiving weekend. I actually had the most incredible phone conversation earlier today that I wanted to share with you. So, okay. I've been able to coach a few new people lately, and I'm having such a ridiculously good time with it. This woman and I spoke today, and we talked about how she's on the verge of getting a divorce. Young woman, religious, good home, accomplished, normal, like mentally stable, emotionally with it, everything going for her. Ditto with her husband on all counts. So she's on the verge of getting a divorce. There's no two ways about it. And I was like literally giddy on the phone after a while. It was like I actually had to stop myself from getting overly exuberant on the phone because I didn't want to come over as insensitive. But everything she was describing to me, every painful moment of her life that led up to the pain that she was going through in her marriage and like the frustration and the resentment, was so perfectly positioned for who she is. So perfectly positioned. She is this woman who's incredibly determined and accomplished, and image is very important to her. And she's with a guy who really doesn't meet those expectations in her. He's not showing his determination. He's not someone as concerned with image, and sometimes he's a source of embarrassment to her. Lots of things. She has a dream in her mind that she's going to be able to own a big house and have no worries financially and not have to work her whole life. And her husband just doesn't see those as critical goals. And I think she's sort of suffocating him a little bit with her expectations and frustrations and disappointments. And he's got his own demons that he's dealing with, and that's hard too. But the remarkable thing is just hearing this whole story. It's so clear that her marriage was perfectly designed for her growth. And I said to her, you have to work this out. This is about you. I mean, we had a very long conversation, about an hour long, but I said to her at the end of it, this is so clearly about your inner work and not about him and not about your marriage. For him, it's about him, but for you, it's about you. And she said, well, who said that I want to be the one to, sacrifice? What if he doesn't change and I end up changing and working and giving, and then I'm going to regret it years down the road? Like, what do I need it for? Maybe better to make a clean break now. It doesn't feel good that it's working out. It's not working out as well as I would have thought, and I went out. And I shared with her that, it's not a matter of who's going to make self-sacrifice. That's not what this is about. This is about, do you want a promotion or don't you? Do you want an internal promotion in self? Do you want the Olympics version of yourself? Do you want to be the absolute best that you can possibly be and maximize your life and maximize your time here on Earth, or not? I mean, it's pretty binary actually at the end of the day. Do you want it or don't you? And this marriage, with all of its pain and frustrations, is so well suited to her hardwiring of where she has some weak spots. It is the perfect training grounds for her. Perfect. It's perfection. And I kept feeling like shouting on the rooftops that it was such perfection for her. And it was so easy for me to say it, but obviously she has to see it. And that was what our conversation was about. But it really opened my eyes because I've had so many conversations recently with people about their pain in their lives. And it's real. It's legitimate. But it's also so perfectly designed for them. Their experiences, their personality, their worldview, their background, everything. It's so perfectly designed for them. Being able to see your patterns in your life, your source of sadness, your source of disappointment, of jealousy, of frustration, of anger, and then being able to see them as perfection, connecting it to everything that's been leading you up to this point, you're 10 steps ahead. It's exhilarating. And I wanted to share that exhilaration with you all. So my blessing for you and my blessing for myself is that we're going to be able to see those areas, those patterns of pain, and recognize them as perfect. And we're going to be able to emerge from them stronger and more empowered than ever. Okay, I'll talk to y'all later.